Welcome back, guys, to some more Dark Souls. When we last left off, I left the Undead Asylum, and now I landed in Lordran, which is going to be pretty awesome. Going to be pretty totally awesome. So now we're starting the legitimate part of the game. Even not like the first part isn't legitimate, it's just kind of a tutorial. After here, there's not really anything that it can teach you, unfortunately. So, most of yourselves may be guessing, or wondering to yourselves, a number of things. Number one, what did I pick up? I picked up firebombs and a humanity. Now these humanity can be used to either gain a humanity or entirely restore your HP. I only use them as health in very, very dire situations. Other than that, I just stick to the Estus flasks, and even then, I don't use those that much. But you may be asking yourselves, what are your plans? What are you going to be doing? Well, right now, I think I'm actually going to go on a suicide mission in order to get something called a Firekeeper soul. And what that allows us to do is to upgrade our Estus flask to heal us more whenever we use it. And it should be one of the first things you do. So, what you're going to do is from this bonfire, you see this guy? This crestfallen warrior who's kind of a throwback to Demon Souls? Yeah, you're going to go down this staircase. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a suicide mission. You're going to die when you do this. Can it be stopped? No, it cannot. Unless you really, really are good. But, no, I'm kidding. What you're going to do is you're going to come down here. Where we're heading to is a place that is going to be our first Lord fight on this playthrough, because I'll explain a bit more later, but pretty much the first of the 4 Lord fights is down here, but we're not going to do it right now. We're gonna go on a suicide mission here for that Firekeeper soul. And it's something that's really worth doing, especially early on, because your Estus flask will just heal you pretty much all the way up, even with one. And you're going to get another once you get to the Undead Parish, which isn't that far away. So, this place is New Londo Ruins. Yes, it is spooky, but it's really not that bad when you're enough level that you can actually play this legitimately. It really isn't that bad. Like, really trying not to sound like one of those, it's really not that bad, I play this game so much. It literally just isn't that bad. So you're going to come over here and get this Firekeeper soul, if you followed where I was going. The thing about these ghosts, you cannot attack them. Watch when I try to attack them. I die. And I'll explain how to kill them later when we come back down here and do it. But if you follow the exact path I did, walk along that little ledge, there's going to be a Firekeeper soul, and you're going to go get it. And then you're going to die. Because when you die, it will bring you back to this bonfire if you rested and leveled up, which hopefully you did. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head back down here. And we're going to talk to this lovely lady here. She does not talk, but she reinforces your Estus flask. She's something that's called the Firekeeper. Firekeepers are the people who keep these bonfires alive. They die, the bonfire dies, and you lose your checkpoint, which I'll explain how to save this checkpoint after we get done with the Undead Parish, because there's someone you need to kill. You have to kill him in order to save this bonfire, and this bonfire is your best bonfire in the game. So don't lose it. But anyway, now you see in the bottom corner there where my Estus is, it says Estus Flask +1. It is upgraded, and I am free to move on into the Undead Burg. And, yeah, so let's get back going down there. See if I can't, get a parry here. Things are working out so great today. Oh, 2 parries, you're too kind. You really are too kind. For terrible, terrible little warrior devils. Ah, you bitch. I knew he'd clip me. Wow. Wow, I parried you too. Huh, things are going swimmingly. I'll just backstab you. Wow. That was the nicest murder I ever committed. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Come over here, you're gonna get a consumable item. I'll explain what those do in a little bit. Go over here. Kill this rat. Oh, whoa. Whoa, he almost poisoned me. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get poisoned. Oh, maybe not. Note to self, don't take on rats with a scimitar, because a scimitar fucking sucks. And yes, I pronounce it scimitar. People say like scimitar or skiamitar. They botch it, that's what I'm trying to say. So now we're in the actual Undead Burg. And we got another parry. And oh, tried to go for a backstab on that guy. If you guys don't know how to parry, when you have your shield, of course R1 does your shield. If you do R2, it does something like that. And you wait for the enemy to attack. And when the attack is about to hit you, you press this button, knocks their thing aside, and then you can go in for something called the riposte. So yeah. It's pretty tricky to learn. I'm just now getting better at it. I'm actually quite terrible at it, I'll say. This guy dropped an item. And that's not actually a bad drop. A lot of people think that that thing is bad, but it has the best weight to poise ratio in the game. Which I'll explain all the poise and everything. Because you need poise if you're going to play this game. And say hello to the Hellkite Dragon. And just move up. I'm gonna get a backstab on you. Your boyfriend's right there. I'm gonna get a cheeky backstab on you. Alright, and then we're gonna kill this guy. Alright. And if you come in here, this is the bonfire for the Undead Burg. So once you reach this place, you're pretty much safe. You did good. You did good. So now I'm going to level up because I have enough, and I'm going to make my strength 14 so that I could go right for the Undead Merchant, kill him, and take his sword. Should have kept my shield up. Come on, son. Yeah. If you guys are going to practice parrying, I suggest practice parrying from the Dark Wraiths, which are in the New Londo ruins that we were in. You have to make the water go down and stuff, and do a bunch of shiz. Yeah, I can't parry these guys to save my life. Did it the other day. Come on. Wow, got you. But your friend kind of poked me. I was going for the riposte. If I would have staggered from that, I would have been mad. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Now just to kill the Undead Merchant to get the Uchigatana, which is one of the best dex weapons in the game. If not the best. If not the best. I will say. And this is him. He's a nice little guy. He doesn't sell you much of anything important. So we're gonna attack him.
Mad, have you? I'll teach you, you lousy rat. Yulia! Yulia!
And we're gonna get a parry on him and finish him off. Oh, no, he's still got a little bit of life. You're holding on strong. Okay, now you're dead. Alright, so now we have the Uchigatana, which we can wield because I leveled up my stats so that I could do it. Now if you look at this glorious weapon, You will see, I will kind of teach how this goes. Okay, do you see at the bottom left it says Aux Effects, and it has the little 300 by that little brown blotch? That means bleed. This deals bleed damage, and what bleed is when you have a bar, you have this bar called bleed, and once it gets full, you'll bleed out, and you'll lose a big chunk of your life. Now, this weapon does 90 damage at base rather than the Scimitar's 80. See that physical up top? It goes down and turns red? Yeah. Well, this weapon as well, do you see where it says parameter bonus on the left? There's a bicep there, and then there's a hand, and then a candle, and then a star. The bicep is strength. It means it will scale to strength, which means the weapon will get more effective if you were a strength build, but as you can see it's slashed out, which means it is not a strength weapon. But it has a B next to the hand, which means it scales to a B on dexterity. The highest you could get is an S, but I don't think there are any S weapons for any dexterity. I think the highest is A, which once this gets upgraded, it gets to an A. So we're going to keep the sword throughout the entire game. So right there in the first, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes, you get the best sword in the game for dex weapons. A lot of people will beg to differ and all that different jazz, but yeah. If we open this, you get the wooden shield, which is slightly better than your shield we're using right now. And as you can see, I have a slower roll now, which means I have to take off some things. Still have to take off some things. What do I need to take off? I'm going to take these off. Does that make a difference? Nope. And what that means is I have to level up my endurance. See that green bar down there? Have to level that up. And yeah. I'm going to show you guys kind of a farming trick at first so that you can kind of level up. If you just kill all these guys outside here and just keep respawning at the bonfire, yeah, you'll be good. I just want to upgrade it a couple times, and that guy had a great drop. Great drop, we'll say. He had a Titanite shard for me. And those are always useful right now, because that's how you upgrade your weapons. At first is just regular Titanite shards, then it goes into the large Titanite shards, and then Titanite chunks, which are extremely rare. Oops, I don't know why I pressed Y. Alright, so if you just keep killing those guys, eventually you'll level up and everything. Now, Vitality, I didn't explain it too much in depth last time about this level up. Vitality is your health. See how my health goes up when I go over into that? Attunement is how many spells you can carry. It's only used for people who are being mage users. The higher your attunement, the more attunement slots you get. See how over to the right where it says attunement slots, it goes up to 2? That means I'd be able to hold 2 spells if I was a magic user. Endurance is really important because it determines 2 things. It determines how much stamina you have, which means how many times you can roll and or attack before you're exhausted. And then there's equip load, which is how much you can carry without being slow. Strength is, you know, for strength weapons. If I had a strength weapon on, my strength would get kind of higher. Dexterity is for dex type weapons, quick type weapons, which I showed you guys how to check if they're dex weapons or strength weapons. Resistance is your resistance to poison, and among other things over there on the right. I don't really tap too much into it because there's a lot of items in the game that give you good resistance. Intelligence is for magic users. If you started out as a sorcerer, you want to start upgrading this, because this means that your spells will become more powerful. If you were a cleric, you want to upgrade faith because it makes you do more damage with faith-based weapons and or miracles. But I'm going to put a point into endurance, and I think we'll go try to fight the Taurus demon, why not? Well, we'll just do this gauntlet. Do this gauntlet leading up. I missed terribly because I tried dead angling there. See if I could get... Ah, oh shit, you bitch. Ooh. One thing I hate about having no poise, man. You get fucked. Alright. So now we're gonna head over here. Oh shit. Ooh. Just saying, guys, this is dangerous. Don't do so many dead angles like I'm doing. You always want to try to lock on. But I'm kind of fucking things up. Okay, come in here, and there's going to be some black fire bombs in here, which are an upgraded version of the fire bomb. They're just more powerful. I never really use them unless there's a reason that calls for it. Up here, there's going to be 2 swordsmen and then a firebomb thrower. What I usually do is try to get behind the firebomb thrower, backstab him, and then just take out the little ones. Alright, now remember when I told... actually, we're going to go here first, and then I'll explain that. Okay, remember when I told you guys that you need to get the master key because it's going to make a deal of things easier? Well, it's going to open up this. It usually will if I didn't purchase the Resonance Key, but what this is going to do, this is gold pine resin, you get 3 of them from opening this chest. It's going to make the fight with the Taurus demon pretty easy. You'll take him down in a number of slashes. That is equivalent to not many, which means the battle will be quick. Now, this guy's programming is like a turtle. I hate turtles. You hear me, turtles? I hate you. Okay. Let me explain something. Some people might have the urge to go down here. Don't. Because that's the first Black Knight. You see him down there? We're going to kill him in a little bit. But not right now. Because I don't have a 100% block shield. This guy's Donkey Kong. Just run up and run back, kind of like you did at the first boulder. Alright. And now we are heading up toward the boss. Which I should be able to do in this go, like just real quick. What you're going to do before you go to the fog, that is a boss door fog, which means if you go in it, you can't come back. So what's going to happen is you're going to come over to this barrel right here, because there's a creature in here that is very important. So kick the barrel and slash away at this fucker. Oh, shit. Ooh, come on, don't disappear. Ooh, I almost didn't get it. But if you kill those, you get some good synthesis materials, which I'll explain in a little bit. Alright, come through the fog. Immediately go up this ladder to the right, because there are 2 archers here, and you want them to be cleared, because we're going to be using this ladder for the Taurus demon. Ah, excuse me. That was quite nasty of me. Oh, shit. Alright. That guy had a Titanite shard. Cool. Upgrading's gonna be a breeze. I should be able to make this thing +5. Okay, so what's gonna happen is, when we run forward, it's gonna trigger the Taurus demon's activation. So what we are going to do, we're gonna take these off, but we're gonna have that gold pine resin in our inventory. Because what we're gonna do is run back to this ladder, try a plunging attack if I don't fuck things up, like I did on the Asylum Demon fight. Might as well apply this right now, because he's going to drop... Yep, there he is. Immediately turn back. Turn back. Run up the ladder as quick as you can. Don't waste any time. He's gonna attack. Try to get a fixed lock on him. Drop down. Now, did you see how much that took off? Now we're just gonna pretty much mash him down. And that's the end of the fight. Sorry to say it, that's the end of that fight. Taurus Demon is dead. Yeah. Pretty straightforward fight. If you did what I did, you're gonna have an easy time. Break these open. There's just a consumable item, which just gives you souls when you use it, which you use. Okay, before you do anything here, you're gonna come to the right. This is very important if you want to make this game a breeze. You're gonna talk to this guy down here. His name is Solaire. He's gonna be your friend throughout this entire game.
Hello. I am now.
I'm gonna kind of skip through what he says because it's a lot of babble, you know.
Oh, I have a.
Just keep clicking yes at everything he says.
It pleases me good. We are and of course, but I.
If you do not talk to him right here, you will not get this item and you'll be fucked for the entire game. What that item allows you to do is it allows you to co-op with people and summon things called phantoms. Which I'll explain a little bit. Immediately run down here and try to get to the right as quick as you can. Ignore these guys entirely. Ooh. Did I make it? Yeah, I made it. Because that bastard dragon's there. Continue down. You're going to come down here. Kick down this ladder. Might as well just roll off because there's a bonfire down here anyway. And this is back to that first bonfire, except now we have a shortcut to get up. I'm gonna do some leveling up, mainly in the vitality range. Actually, no. We're gonna put 2 and 2. Actually, yeah, we're gonna do this. And now, guys, I'm gonna show you the first farming area of the game. It's pretty straightforward and very easy, and you want to do it a couple of times before you move on, just so that you know you're leveled up enough that you think you can take on what's about to be taken on. So activate him. He's gonna blow fire, and you see the counter at the bottom? That's how many souls I have. You get 555 for doing this in New Game. I don't know why I went down the ladder and just didn't roll off, because you don't take that much damage jumping down here. Anyway, look at that. I can already level up again. Let's pop some into vitality. And yeah, guys, I'm going to end this here. I'm going to be doing this a couple of times, and I'll see you when that's all done. So, you know, do what you do it often, and I'll see you next time. So take care, guys. Bye.